You know, the fall can bring a lot of things here at Oswego. Unexpected rain, sometimes snow if we're unlucky, but especially a new fall season of women's soccer and a new season here at WTOP 10. We welcome you to the first broadcast of the year. My name is Nick Stetter. I'm joined by Paul Kasperzak. Paul, how you feeling today?
It's a great day. It's hot. It's a little humid out there, so maybe the weather might impact a little bit of the game. Hydration is a key point, but overall, it's a great day to start WTOP sports.
Yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic to be calling this soccer game with you, Paul. But let's get straight into the stats. Let's get straight into how these teams prepared for this matchup. Talk to me about how Oswego's preseason went.
Yeah, Oswego preseason went really well. They beat St. John Fisher, a team that won the Empire 8 last year and went on to the NCAA tournament. They looked really good. I believe they won 2-1, or maybe it was 3-1. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they looked really good. The pace of that game happened really well. Again, Sabrina Smith looked really well in that game. Kayla Sustat, again, both of those stars performed really well throughout the preseason. So really, both of those two girls are going to be really good and to improve this Oswego State roster.
Yeah, and I'll get into more of the Brockport season. Brockport really, they actually didn't play a legitimate scrimmage, a legitimate scheduled scrimmage against another squad. They only played intra-squad scrimmages, intra-squad exhibition matchups. So a really unique preseason.
Very.
Yeah, so I don't really see how they're going to be totally ready for this matchup. They might have to have some growing pains in the first match of the year. These non-conference games mean so much.
Yeah.
Also because Brockport lost to Fisher in that Empire 8
Exactly.
championship that you just mentioned. But
something really quick on not playing preseason. I mean, Oswego played 4 preseason games. They're going to look ready. They're going to look sharp. Brockport, on the other hand, their first-year head coach, not really playing any preseason games. How adjustments are going to be made in-game is going to be a big difference in this game.
yeah, and let's go to, we talked about preseason.
Yeah.
Let's go into last season. Let's talk about Brockport's season. They had a stellar season, but unfortunately ended in heartbreak. Talk to me about it, Paul.
Yeah, last year this team went undefeated in conference play. That's hard to do. Especially in the Empire 8. A tough conference is in the Empire 8. They went undefeated there, but then they won the regular season title, but they then got upset by St. John Fisher. I mean, last year this team ranked second in the Empire 8 in goals against. The only team nationally, they were also second in that category. The only team that was better than them was MIT.
Oh, wow.
So this team is a defense-first squad, and that's going to be shown throughout the entirety of this game.
That's amazing, Paul. Second in the country is no joke,
Yeah,
no matter where
no
you
joke.
are. But I'll go to Oswego's side, too. They had a decent season. They were on the fringe of the SUNY playoffs. They did make it with the 6th seed. Their season also ended in heartbreak with an overtime loss to Fredonia. Had a record of 3-2-4 in conference play. It was just basically, bottom line, a mediocre season for them. I think they come into this season, though, with a lot of upside. A lot of new freshmen coming in.
Exactly.
You have a new formation.
Yep.
You have this squad feels like a whole new squad, even though it really isn't.
No.
And I think that what they have going for them is very, very nice. I think this season they may even go farther than that first round of the SUNY playoffs. And we'll get more into who's the reason for that. But as of right now, Paul, in my head, this is a promising squad, especially from what we saw in preseason.
Exactly. I think, this team, this Oswego's women's side hasn't made the national tournament. If there's a time and a place to do it, it's this season with Sustad in her final season, helping these underclassmen grow into their game. If there's a season they get to the tournament, it might be this season.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about one of the Oswego players who graduated last year, goaltender Peyton Crane. Peyton Crane is no longer in this squad, as I just said, graduated. The only returning goalkeeper from last year is sophomore Lamia Kosick. Yeah. And Lamia Kosick does get the nod in net. This entire preseason, it was kind of a gamble whether it was going to be her or Lucy Starzik. But Lamia Kosick will get that goaltender spot, and if she impresses, she'll stay in that spot. However, there is a world where Starzik may come into this game if something goes wrong in the net for Lamia Kosick.
Yeah, Kosick only played 2 games last year. She's a sophomore coming into this season. There's the biggest uncertainty in this Oswego State squad is goaltender, because a lot of their goaltenders are underclassmen or just didn't get enough playing time last season to get into a rhythm for this season. We'll see. We'll see how they look. Your goaltender today may not be your goaltender tomorrow.
Exactly.
Because of how young they are and how they have to find their game throughout the season.
Yeah, I completely agree. And obviously Peyton Crane, too. She had a phenomenal season last year, But let's move into Brockport. Let's talk more about Brockport. I want to just know, who's the person that's going to change the game today for the Brockport Golden Eagles?
It's going to be number 6 in the midfield, Amelia Breton. She had 9 goals last season.
Oh, wow.
And she's a veteran midfielder. She's also going to be precise, and she's so quick in her game. So quick, precise. She could pass the ball. She can also, she's also deadly within the 18-yard box. Someone that, if you're Oswego and you're the Oswego back line, you have to be ready for Brenton the entire game. She's going to be all over the field, from the midfield to the striker area. She's just going to be all over the field. Again, testing the young goalkeeper for Oswego. You're going to have to be ready and prepared the entire game.
Yeah, Grace Clary's going to have a rough time trying to guard Amelia Brent.
Yeah.
But we're going to, before I talk about who on Oswego's side could be that game changer, we're going to hear from the head coach of SUNY Oswego, Brian McGrain, as he had a lot to say about a player in specific, Kyla Sustad.
Yeah, we had a long talk in the spring about kind of her role going into this year, knowing a few things. One, it's her last year. 2, she was such a focal point on everybody's scouting report last fall. It's only going to be the same this fall. So her mentality coming in, and then obviously being able to lead, whether by example or with her voice. She's a relatively reserved kid to begin with. So her play usually does the talking, but she's been really, really good about being a little bit more vocal this past fall.
And yes, Sustad was absolutely phenomenal last year. Led the team in goals, assists. Just the perfect technical player for this squad for SUNY Oswego. And she is going to be the difference maker. She's in a different role than she was last year. She was just a holding, attacking mid, sometimes a striker even. Now she has weapons around her. Now she can play off people like Solange Catano-Matip and Sabrina Schmidt. This gives her more creativity and more technical ability in this midfield presence rather than just being that person they look to score, assist, and everything else. But coming up next, we're going to talk a little bit more about the matchup history. We're going to talk about who's stepping into a bigger role and more here on WTOP 10.
$50. You better watch out.
You gotta swat you like a bug.
That is like not.
Welcome back, folks, to WTOP 10. We are getting closer and closer to kickoff here at Laker Turf. But let's talk a little bit more about this matchup before we get into it. We see a lot of freshmen on both sides. Brockport have less than the Oswego Lakers. Let's talk about Oswego, though. Who's stepping into a bigger role for Oswego as of right now?
Well, that woman is going to be number 27, Selene Catano Matip. Her nickname is So-So. So throughout the entire game, we will probably most likely be saying So-So. It's obviously much easier to say.
She isn't So-So at the game, though. She's a great player. Phenomenal.
She's a great player. I mean, she was also a multi-athlete in high school. She ran track. She also played in soccer. In her final season at her high school, she led the team with 15 goals. She didn't play much last year.
Oh, wow.
Really didn't see much of the pitch last year. Really didn't score. So this is going to be her first real test heading into this season. How does she look? Does she bring whatever she did in high school here to the turf at Lakers Stadium? Because look, D3 is different than high school.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be into a new role. You're thrown into a new role. So we'll see how she does. But she's a really good player.
Yeah, watching her in that St. John Fisher scrimmage was it was wondrous what she can do with the ball.
Yeah.
It's like a magnet at her foot.
Yeah.
But I'll talk more about the matchup history we have here for the Brockport Golden Eagles and the Oswego State Lakers. Last time these two teams played was September 27, 2023.
Yeah.
And that ended up with Oswego winning the game 1-0. However, Brockport do have the all-time record against Oswego. They have their number. They are 23-18-1 against the Oswego State Lakers. As of right now, though, if I'm talking about this game here today, Brockport have lost a couple of people. Oswego, I feel like, have gained a couple of people in this box. I think the tide is shifting towards an Oswego win today. Maybe it does spell out a win for them, judging by what's happening this season, but I don't know. But looking into this squad, there's two players that we've been talking about back and forth before this broadcast, Sabrina Schmidt and Kyla Sustad. This duo could be very lethal for this Oswego State Lakers squad. What else do you have for that, Paul? Both
of them are really good players. We talked to the head coach earlier this week. We know Kyla Sustad is going to be part of everyone's scouting report. It was last year. It's going to be the same again this year. Both of them. It offers a versatile attack, quality up front for several scoring opportunities, and it's going to force the back line of Brockport to defend. And they may not. Then that means that can give Matip all the opportunities in the world because they're just going to be focused on both Schmidt and Sustad the entire game. And Sabrina, a multi-sport athlete at SUNY Oswego. She does track and field as well, a sprinter on the track and field squad. And as of right now, they are doing the starting lineups here for Oswego State Lakers and the Brockport Golden Eagles. Paul, really quick, we've been talking a lot about this game. Do you have a score prediction? What do you think this game is going to end up being? I think it's going to come down to a very close competitive game. The last time these two teams did play against each other right here on the Laker turf was back in 2022. We did end up winning that game, but again, Brockport's a different team what they were in back in 2022. It's going to be a close competitive game. I have it going 1-1 in 90 minutes. 1-1 in 90 minutes, Paul, and I'm going to stay with the 1, but the other side's going to be a 0, Paul. I believe that it's going to be a 1-0 win for the Oswego State Lakers. I think that Brockport lost two key defenders in Lindsay Miller and Diana Lange. Those two defenders were a part of an amazing back four that held the entire Empire 8 to 7 goals on the season. I don't think, and Brockport not having a great preseason, they didn't have any actual scrimmages. I don't think they're ready for this game. I think there's going to be growing pains. I think as the season goes on and they get into conference play, they'll be fine.
But as of right now, I think Oswego are well more prepared than Brockport. I think Oswego have had a better preseason than Brockport. I think Oswego wins this game 1-0 due to the defensive power of Brockport. But Oswego's been lethal this entire preseason.
Yeah, I completely agree with all those points. I mean, look, Oswego is even though they're coming with a new transitioned roster from last season to this year, they got the experience all over the roster, especially at the head coach position. We don't know what Brockport's going to look like in a new season with a brand new head coach, where Itland led this squad to their first national title. National tournament in 2024.
Yep.
90+ wins in 10 years. I mean, this team was dominant in the Empire 8 under Itland.
Paul,
Now
I'm going to
here we
cut
are.
you off
Yeah.
slowly right here because we're getting into the national anthem. Tell you guys the starting lineup first before we get into this matchup. Starting for the Brockport Golden Eagles. In goal, Emily McCain, a senior. In the back line, Alana Yehudi, who's a sophomore. Amelia Brenton will play in that midfield role, a senior. Caitlin Spring, Brianna Marino, and Ella Calamari will also all play in that back line. Sophia Brooks and Alyssa Barnhart will play in a midfield role. Sarah Williams and Lena Taraj will fill out that starting lineup. And now for the Oswego State Lakers. In net, you have Lamia Kosick. Across the back line, Kaylee Wilcher, Grace Clary, Emily Rath, and Olivia Davis. In the midfield, Lily De Colubis, Julia Carter, Soso Matip, and the front three of Kayla Sustad, Liz Singranelli, and Sabrina Schmidt. Paul, we are in for a beautiful game as of right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a great, tightly competitive game. If you're watching for goals, you're not going to get many goals today. That's just going to be the reality of today's game. It's going to be tight. It's going to be competitive on both sides. It's going to be a lot of passing, a lot of transition game. It's just going to be which team is going to find that quality opportunity to smash it into the back of the net, and it could possibly come off a corner kick, a set piece. You're going to have to be well disciplined throughout the entire game.
And I've talked a lot about this. The game of women's soccer is very judged by the wing play. The wing play is so important in women's soccer, and that's why they're putting Sustad up top. They want her to get out wide on the wing. They want her to make a play inside to Sabrina Schmidt. The wing is going to matter so much in this matchup, and both teams are ready to defend that wing and attack it just as hard.
Yeah, I mean, simply enough, is the Oswego coming out in that 4-3-3 formation. They're going to use the wing the entire game, and again, how they're going to use Sustad in the wing is the same thing they can do with Sabrina Schmidt. We talked about the versatility of those two, because they can go from a 4-3-3 to a different formation, and then put maybe Schmidt in the midfield and have Sustad right at the top.
Yeah, I agree. And we're getting closer and closer to kickoff here at Lakers Turf. The Oswego State Lakers versus the Brockport Golden Eagles. First game of the regular season for both respective squads, and first broadcast at WTOP 10 this year.
Yeah.
Taking the kick will be the Brockport Golden Eagles. As we wait for kickoff and the referee's whistle as well. And you can already see Oswego loading that front line. Oh, it will be Oswego taking the kick. Apologies. And here we go at Laker turf. Kickoff has started, and we'll see Sustad immediately losing the ball off an interception. Swings out. Marino. Ball controlled by Breton. Played back to Marino. Intercepted beautifully. Control by number 19, Alyssa Barnhart. Marino plays it out. In the back to Williams. Intercepted beautifully by Carter. Great turn there by Carter. And right back to Emily McCrane.
Yeah, both teams in the first, let's say, 45 seconds of this game just feeling each other out, trying to see which side they want to try to attack on. It seems like right now Brockport wants to attack at that far side of the field, and it seems like right now Oswego's controlling that pretty well.
In the midfield now, miscommunication. Carter plays it to Sustad. Sustad now. Through to Davis. Davis didn't get there in time. Great interception. And now Breton with Sustad on her back. A little shove, and it will be a call. Fair call by the ref.
Yeah, fair call there. I mean, again, that transition play coming off from an interception there from Brockport. You know, they got the midfield pretty contained so far right now. See how this is going to continue during this first half.
Taraj over the kick. Lofts one. Cleared. Solange Catano-Matip on the ball. Loses the aerial battle. Now Breton looking for something here. Breton in a one-on-one. Falls to... Falls to Spring. Lamia bobbles it off the face of Sophia Brooks, and she is down. But as a defender there, you need to clear that. That's a phenomenal play by the Oswego defense. That was Emily Rath on the kick, I believe.
Yeah, that was how Brockport got through. Is this just going to be how that back line is going to defend the midfield there for Oswego, and then taking that clearance to the face. Glad she's okay.
However, Kosa cannot bobble that ball in the back. Need to look out for that. Aerial duel won by Brockport. Taraj with the header. Sustad and Solange Catano-Matip winning that ball, and a through ball to Schmidt. She has the speed. Can she get there on this turf? Right there and just short for a goal kick for Brockport. Could have got there.
She could have got there, just a little too fast here on the turf of Laker Stadium. But again, both teams finding the areas in the midfield and attacking on the wings. Was things that we said during the pregame showing up just within the first 3 minutes of this game.
I'll tell you what, Paul. You could ask a lot of soccer players, women or men. They are not fans of this turf. Everyone loves to play on grass. It's safer for injury. It's better in general. The ball moves slower. It's easier to contain.
Yeah.
A throw in now for the Oswego State Lakers. They stop. Oh, they give it to Brockport. Thought it was a clear deflection off the Brockport Golden Eagles, but the ball will be with number 18, Sarah Williams, who throws it down the line to Spring. Cleared beautifully away by Raff.
Some great communication there, and that defense, you just something to keep an eye on is the communication of both sides.
Raff up in the air. Great header by number 24, Grace Clary. Now ball with Soso Matip. Through ball to Schmidt on the wing. Wonderfully defended by number 25 of Brockport, Lena Tourage, for another goal kick for Emily McCain.
Just in the first few minutes of this game, I mean, it just shows the difference between Brockport and Oswego. Brockport is just this fast, physical team. They're just out right now running Oswego in many different areas, especially on this wing right over here where Sabrina Schmidt's playing.
Swung out to Marino. Marino tries to make a play. She stays with it beautifully, but the pass goes AWOL, intercepted by Raff. Finds it back to De Colubius. Out for a throw-in. Elizabeth Singranelli throws it to Sustad down the wing. Pressure on McCain. And you would love to have a ball-playing keeper in the back, and McCain is just that, trying to spread the ball as far as she can. An errant ball there goes out for Oswego throw-in, though, and they're going to play it quick. Solange Catano Matip on the wing, missed touches, and will go out for their third goal kick of the game already.
Yeah. Again, like you said, you want a good ball controlling goalkeeper that they have in McCain, the senior. She's just a leader. She played 812 minutes last season. She started in 15 games. She's the catalyst in the back line for Brockport.
Header won by Catano Matip. Attempted control by Sabrina Schmidt. Great defense there by number 3, Alana Yahudi. And that will go out all the way once more for another goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, we're roughly under 5 minutes played here. I mean, again, both teams feeling each other out. This is kind of what I expected here in the first 5, maybe 10 minutes of this game. And it's going to be interesting how these two teams are going to adapt to it throughout the game. Because at one point, the game will open up. It's just a matter of when, and will one of these teams be ready to take that.
And Oswego, they have been putting the pressure on Brockport. The fact that you get 4 goal kicks in about the span of 5 minutes is nothing to not talk about. It's a great.
Yeah, they've been trying to expose. They've been able to expose that side where Sabrina Smith is playing. It's just a matter of how hard and how soft you put the crossover to Sabrina Smith, so she can be able to get to the ball and possibly cross it into a danger area for Oswego.
Now Sustad. Sustad tries to beat one defender, finds Solange. The ball is played way too far out to her right. She does control it, though. Catano Matip, wonderful turn. Intercepted by Amelia Brenton. Carter tackled out for a throw-in for Brockport. Control by Breton, lost to Schmidt. Throw-in for Oswego. Miscontrol by Sarah Williams. Schmidt on the throw to Sustad. Throw-in once again. Clary with a boot to the corner flag. However, that will be nothing but a goal kick once more. The aggression by Clary is her strong suit. I mean, I went to the media day for the women's soccer team, and I asked about 12 of the women who's on the team is most likely to get a yellow card. Every single one of them said Grace Clary.
Yeah, Grace Clary is a physical center back. She's the anchor to this back line. I mean, she has one more year left. She's a junior this year. She's going to be a senior next year. So she's just the key to the Oswego back line, and it's showing up time and time again in the first few minutes of this game.
Brenton attempts a through ball. First time didn't go from an interception, and Clary and Rath clears it out once again. Brockport still in possession, though. Plays it far side to Camilleri. Camilleri lofts one. Breton could be through. The flag's not up. Breton with the chip. Misses the goal left, and she cannot get there in time. A golden opportunity missed for the Brockport Golden Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, again, just a few times. That's really the second time Brockport challenged Kosek today. And both of these times, you kind of see the inexperience of her come out. She either comes out a little too aggressive or she sits back too much. And she has to start reading the game just a little better.
Attempted through ball by Davis, intercepted well. Calamari. Back to McCain. Calamari. In the midfield now. McKenna Slate plays it back to Calamari. Tries to turn on Sustad. Sustad almost won the press. Have to be more careful in that back line. Taraj. Swings to Williams. Ball into Breton. Does not get there in time. Clary will clear. Davis. Recycled to Clary. All the way to Kosik. A boot to that far right wing for Solange Katano-Matif and is hit aerially by the Brockport Golden Eagles by Yahudi for a Oswego throw. Sestad intercepts. Davis to Carter. Looking for Elizabeth Singranelli on the wing. Heads it over, and now it's a one-on-one on a run. Who will get there first? It will be Brockport, Brianna Marino. And it will stay with them off the deflection of Singranelli. No fireworks as of yet, Paul.
Yeah, a very, very typical game that these sides keep playing. They play in a lot of one-score goal games, 1-1 ties. It's just what you get when these two physical teams go head-to-head.
Beautiful play there, and now Brenton, was she onside? The flag stays down. Cross into the far post. Kosick doesn't get there, and barely out of the reach of Sophia Brooks.
We're at the point in time where we're about 15 minutes into the game now. Both teams have figured out what they want to do, how they want to attack. Now it's how do you open up this game? I feel like within the next, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to start seeing the openness of this game. Maybe we'll see a goal, maybe we don't, but it's going to start to open up.
And once again, just looking at that play, how did Brooks not get there? Lamia Kosick had to be a lot more aggressive than conservative there. She needs to get to that ball.
Yeah.
Schmidt now finds the through ball to Sustad. It's a one-on-one with Taraj. McCain comes out to scoop, and she gathers beautifully. Wonderful job by the absolute leader of Emily McCain.
Yeah, McCain read that play perfectly. I mean, you probably want just a little softer touch from Schmidt, but again, that's a beautiful 1-2 touch there from Schmidt to Sustad.
Ball tried to play on the wing. Wilcher intercepts. Slid to keep it in play. Brooks couldn't get there. Clary plays out to the width. All the time in the world for Wilcher. Tried to play it through to Solange Katano-Matif, but nothing there. Brooks. To Raj. Sustad on the back. Clears. Ball won by Brenton. Cleared again by Clary. Brenton lets it go through. Won by D. Colobus. Played out wide. McKenna Slate moving into the middle. Solange Katano-Matif with beautiful pressure to get the possession back for the Oswego State Lakers.
Yeah, that's a beautiful play there by Soso. She just goes in right behind that the Brockport offensive player, takes it away from her. Unfortunately, they couldn't keep possession, but that's the game that you're going to get.
Slide by Clary, a fair play. The ref says play on, and now Oswego have a possession. Ball attempted to play over the top to Singranelli. It's a one-on-one run. Singranelli running against Brianna Marino. Marino gets it out for a Oswego Lakers throw-in. Clary on that slide, though. What a play.
Yeah, great play there.
D. Colobus attempts a cross. Nothing doing. Brockport possession. A tackle attempted by Rath. Stays with Brockport. Cleared by Brockport, and it will go out for a Lakers throw-in.
If you're the Lakers, I honestly kind of want to see them keep the ball, keep the possession. I think that's how you're going to break down a great defensive squad like Brockport. You know, Brockport in the first, let's say, 10 minutes of this game, they had the ball, they moved it well. That's how they got their chances. I want to see a little bit more of that from Oswego.
Cleared out once more for a Laker throw-in. Lakers have had most of the throw-ins this entire matchup.
Yeah.
As Schmidt is looking back for Wilcher. Now Wilcher will take it. Down to Solange Katano-Matif in the corner. Back to Wilcher. Wilcher got through. Into the 9. Crosses to Sustad. Wonderful control. Looking for something. Carter back. Wonderful defense by Brenton as a counterattack is on. Spring running against Clary. Spring, wonderful press. Clary looks for the clear and does. Taraj controls. Sabrina Schmidt comes back to win it. Foul called Entourage for Oswego Laker free kick.
Yeah, that Oswego their last attempt at a goal. I mean, that was just beautiful play with inside the box. Maybe just be a little quicker, a little bit more decisive of where you want to place the ball. Again, that's an opportunity where you could get a shot on goal. They missed it there. Hopefully they can continue to make more decisive decisions inside the 18.
Aerial battle won by Brockport, but it falls to Singranelli. On the wing now, one-on-one with Marino. Tries something, but I believe she tried to deflect it off Marino, but it will just go out for another goal kick for Emily McCain.
Yeah, she definitely was trying to set up a possible opportunity, getting a corner kick, getting a set piece. If there's something that you're going to get a goal from today, it's going to be set pieces. We haven't had many so far today, but hopefully maybe in the next few minutes we'll start to see if Oswego can get Brockport to commit some fouls and get opportunities from set pieces.
Ball lobbed over to Slate. Calamari. Slate. Oh, that's beautifully done by Marino. Marino tackled by Rath. Slate once more. Makes a move on Rath. Slate on the edge of the box. Trying to win the one-on-one. Wonderfully defended by Julia Carter, the transfer from SUNY Geneseo.
Yeah, Julia Carter has been standing out the entire game today. She's in her defensive abilities. She again, a graduate transfer from SUNY Oswego. She's just going to be a leader. She's going to control the midfield, and she's done really well in that so far.
Cleared away by Marino. Williams and Sabrina Schmidt fighting for it. And Oswego throw. Oh, a Brockport throw. Apologies. Spring. Back for Brockport. Hit off Wilcher for another Brockport throw-in. Using the line right now to try to make something happen. Clary clears. Yehudi loses it to Katana Matip. Taraj plays it back to McCain. McCain with all the time in the world. Calamari. Apologies, Camilleri. Ball played over the top to Breton. It's a one-on-one between Clary and Breton. Who's going to get the win? Sled beautifully by Clary. Phenomenal defensive play, a last resort style of play for a Brockport throw.
Yeah, very great defending there by Grace Clary, knowing where she had to be, where to put the tackle. When you're inside the 18 like that, you got to make sure you don't make a bad decision on a tackle, because that could lead to a penalty. Great defensive play there.
Phenomenal by Clary. As we said, one of the most aggressive on the team, and you have to be, especially against Amelia Breton.
Yeah.
Davis now. Looks for Sustad. Too far to the right for Kyla to wrangle. McCain now. Taraj. Played through. What a run by Marino. Into the middle, it's Brenton! What a goal for the Brockport Golden Eagles from their star and leading scorer last year, Amelia Brenton. Phenomenal ball by Marino and phenomenal play for the Brockport Golden Eagles.
Yeah, they attacked the wing side of Oswego. Again, opening them up, played on the wing, opening them up in the middle, and again, just their speed, their quickness just showed that entire play, building it up from the midfield all the way down to the back line of Oswego. You want to be maybe a little bit more aggressive, try to see if you can put in a tackle somewhere. But again, they opened it up, their speed was there, and that's how that goal was created.
Phenomenal ball by Taraj to get that over to Marino, and a wonderful finish for Brenton off the post and in. 1-0 here at Laker Turf, the Brockport Golden Eagles lead. Carter. Sustad. In a one-on-one, wins the first one. Attempts a shot and blocked, deflected off Yehudi. Solange Catano Matip's in the box. Shot up and blocked by Taraj. Wonderful defending. And an Oswego corner kick is to come.
That's how you want to come out after giving up a goal. You just want to go right back at it, stay competitive, and get yourself an opportunity so you could tie this game back up. I mean, that was instant pressure right off a goal.
Phenomenal by Sustad to beat the first person. Katana Matip lurking in the box. Just blocked right off Brockport's defense. They have a chance now at a corner, though. Ball whipped in. Lofted high over the head of everyone. Carter wins in the back line. Wilcher mistouches. Davis plays back. And won beautifully by Sophia Brooks.
Yeah, how Oswego came out and played through the entirety of the first set. They stayed competitive. They haven't given up yet. I mean, we talked to the head coach earlier this week. Coming into this game, he wanted to avoid costly errors, and they wanted to stay smart. Even though they gave up that goal, they're staying smart. They're staying competitive.
Brenton beats the first defender, beats the second, a through ball, and they do raise the flag for offsides. A mistimed run by Caitlin Spring after a beautiful move by Amelia Brenton. Unfortunate for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the Golden Eagles. They had it all set up the way they wanted to, how they wanted to get behind the Oswego back line. It's just a mistimed run there.
Just offside.
Just offside.
Barely mistimed the run. Oswego now will clear it up. Skipped back. McCain can use her hands, but it will be a foul for the Lakers. Hands on the back leads to a free kick. A foul for the Lakers, I should say. Apologies.
Yeah, you wanna now what you want to do is you just regather yourself. It was been a competitive open play for the last few minutes. Now get the ball, control it, use the set piece as an advantage to keep the ball, and try to open up this Brockport a little bit.
Clary on the kick. Ball in. Bounced over the head of everyone and easily grabbed by McCain. Punted high into the middle of the field. Off the shoulder of DeColobus. Spring wins it. Plays wide to Slate. Davis defending on the wing. Slate with the ball. Spring with the 1-2. No call there on the tackle. Carter needs to get there. Dispossessed. Stays with Slate. Rath mistouches it. Brenton could be there. Won beautifully by Clary once more. Katano Matip. Plays through to Carter. Intercepted well by Yehudi. Katano Matip mistouches. Now Williams. Sophia Brooks. Williams now. Acres of land in front of her. Wilcher tracks back and beautifully won on the box out. Spring recycles it to the back. That's Camilleri. Brings the line up. Camilleri being pressed by Solange Katano Matip. And a clear foul there on the Oswego State midfielder. And a Brockport free kick coming to.
Yeah, Brockport again. They're reestablishing possession. They're wanting to break down this Oswego back line, pass by pass, cross by cross, and they're doing a really good job at it.
Yeah, once again, clear foul for Solange Katana Matip. Schmidt now. Misplaces that pass. Yehudi tries to play a ball over the top for Spring. Kosick stuttering, but ends up with the ball in her hands. Davis. Dispossessed by Marino. Sustad. Davis. Beautiful 1-2 on the sideline. That's Julia Carter. Attempts a ball into Schmidt. Cleared out by Taraj. Sustad on the ball. Off the volley. Oh, McCain. Wonderful save there. Right on her near post where she believed to be.
Yeah, I mean, great strike by Sustad. Maybe she had good pace, good off the volley there. Just great goalkeeping there by McCain.
Yeah, kept her head down. A wonderful hit. Just needed to get that far post. Ball played up over the top. It will go all the way out for a Brockport goal kick. As we approach the 20-minute mark, Brockport have had a much better attacking presence than the Oswego State Lakers. And than what I thought coming into this matchup. You know, the preseason that they had, it wasn't extraordinary. They really didn't play any specific team, but they really are showing that they didn't need to, and their intra-squad scrimmages were enough to show their strengths.
Exactly. I mean, they came out and just shown who they were just from last season to this year. This great defensive team, and they didn't really need much preseason because they look fantastic in the first 20 or so minutes.
Sustad on the left wing trying to play a ball in. McCain has to bobble it. Cleared out by Williams. Scary moment for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Flicked up by Brenton. Beautiful control to stay on that wing. And now played out to Spring. Wonderful defensive job there by the Brockport Golden Eagles as they play it wide. The counterattack is officially on. Marino assisted the last goal. Wants to take the wing again. Won by DeColobis. Wonderfully done by Liliana DeColobis. Cleared out, though, for a Brockport throw-in.
Yeah, Brockport quick on the counterattack, something that Oswego is going to... They defended really well there, and how they got their last goal, Brockport was off the counterattack, so they're going to continue to play like that the entirety of this game.
Substitution now for the Oswego State Lakers. Sabrina Schmidt comes off for Kaylee Elliott, a junior out of Medford, New York. Throw into Davis. Cleared by Rath. Ball played through. Can Elliott get there? McCain comes all the way out of her net. Taraj is there. She has all the time in the world to just clear it out for a throw, and that's exactly what she does. Elliott almost making an instant impact.
Yeah, she just came onto the field just seconds ago, and she just became that instant impact. She had in 15 games last year. She had 1 goal. She had 16 shots, and 9 of them went on target. So she's definitely a really competitive player coming off the Oswego bench.
Elliott now on the wing. In a one-on-one with Williams. Plays down the line of Wilcher. Straight back to Elliott. Ball bouncing, though. Hard to contain. Elliott now. Candace Oakley also came on. Apologies, I did not mention her before. Oakley defending Breton. DeColobis heads it up. Cleared by Brooks. Controlled by Davis. Gave to Carter. Carter with a shot. Easy for McCain. Carter a little ambitious there for a shot from that far off. F1 missed touch. But headed away by Oakley. Williams stays with it. Brooks. Plays a 1-2. Brooks. Recycles to Camilleri. Swung out. Intercepted by Sustad for a Brockport throw.
Yeah, just looking at some of these stats so far in this game, it's been a fairly even competitive game. You know, one mistake from the Oswego backline costed them a goal so far in this game. But again, that doesn't mean that the Lakers haven't been in this game. They just haven't found that quality opportunity to score yet. I think that their chance is coming, but there's just there's going to be so few of those opportunities. They're just going to have to find the one that gets into the back of the net.
A substitution for Brockport. Number 18, Sarah Williams came off for number 2, Sophia Storrow. And Megan Gates earlier checked into the game. Now Sustad. Quadruple team there as Brockport will recycle that ball with Taraj. To McCain. Ball played up by Camilleri. Storrow up there, tried to win it. It will stay with Marino, who's had a phenomenal game so far. She has been everywhere on that right side. Taraj. Camilleri. Lofted beautifully to Spring. Tries to play it over to Marino. Through to Storrow goes AWOL, and it will be Rath who clears it. Brockport throwing. Carter on the back of Barnhart. Storrow stays with. Went in for a tackle was DeColobis, but Storrow off the bench now. Got past 2 of them, but it will go out for an Oswego throw-in. Well, phenomenal dribble there by Storrow coming off the bench.
Yeah, that was a strong dribble, strong tackle to win the ball back. She wasn't able to control it all the way through the entirety of the play. That just shows great defense by Oswego.
Attempted clear by Elliott. It will be a handball going in favor of the Lakers. Rath on the kick. And it will go straight back out of bounds for a Brockport throw-in. Oswego have done their fair share of possession earlier in the game, but as of right now, it seems like they're just playing kind of a bomb ball right now.
Yeah, they're just, again, this Brockport team is so physical. They want to have the ball. They want to get on the ball, and it's just not allowing Oswego to do what they want. And that could be a little frustrating at times. But again, you got to find that one opportunity to get it through and capitalize.
Clary plays the through ball. It's Katana Matip. Can she get there? Wonderful pressure by Katana Matip to force Yehudi to clear it for a Oswego throw in. Carter's there for the touch. Left-footed ball into the middle. Nothing doing though. Oakley. Defended by Toriani. Pass intercepted by Storrow. Storrow now, acres of space. DeColobis finally presses and wins the ball beautifully. Now her turn to dribble it up, looking for Elliott. You need to go to that ball. I think that's the problem with the Lakers as of right now. They're not going to the pass. They're letting the through balls get through. They need to get to that ball before Brockport. Brockport's been intercepting every pass as of lately. But now the Lakers have a free kick off a foul by Yehudi in a very dangerous area.
Very dangerous area for a free kick. Now this is the chance where you got to get the ball into the box and find that quality opportunity. You're maybe you're maybe 20, 25 yards away from that. So just cross it in, create some chaos inside the box. How you're going to get goals against a gritty team like Brockport, you're just going to have to win in the gritty areas, and here's a chance for you.
It will be a cross by Rath. Over the bar. I think she attempted a shot.
Yeah, it looks like it. Or she just hit it too hard and too high. She was trying to find some of the players that were in that middle area. Again, you drop the ball right in that middle area, you create some chaos in front of McCain, and you could maybe find a tap it. Unfortunately, the ball just went a little too high.
And the goal for the free kicks there is that far post. You really want to aim for that far post because you can put it back into the midfield as well. Misplaced free kick, I would definitely say, for Emily Rath. Oakley now. Flicked over the head. Carter. Played through to Solange Katano Matip. Can she get there? No, she cannot. Taraj clears. Sustad on the throw. Katano Matif gets through 2. Plays a lofted ball over to Elliott, but it will be offsides. The flag is up.
Yeah, I like how Oswego is starting to attack. They're starting to find that rhythm again, what they had maybe 20 minutes ago, where they're able to move through the wing. They're able to find those softer passes to get control of the ball inside the back area of Brockport. You keep doing that, you're going to find yourself a goal.
Clary misclears, and it will be a Brockport throw-in. Spring will come up to take the throw. And the thing is, you look at this roster that Brockport have assembled, you look on the website, it says Caitlin Spring is a defender. She played more of a winger role that entire game, so you can see the versatility for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Same thing with Marino. She's also listed as a defender. She assisted that ball on a beautiful through ball from Taraj. The versatility of this Brockport Golden Eagles squad is not something to just glance over.
Right. I mean, when we got the lineup earlier today, we're like, wait, they have 6 defenders listed. We're like, what are they going to do? Run a back 6? No, they're putting some of the guys that are listed as defenders in the midfield.
Soro gets through. Brenton in the middle, and a handball. Most definitely. The ref will talk with his linesman, but from my angle, Paul, sorry to interrupt you there, but we most definitely saw a handball for number 24, Grace Clary.
Unfortunately, if they get this call right, it is going to be a handball on Oswego. I mean, hopefully, if you're Oswego, you're like, maybe they get this call wrong. But if you have pairs of eyes, it looks like a handball.
Yeah, of course. And surely, Amelia Brenton is nothing. Oh wow!
Oh, they're not calling a handball.
He gives a goal kick off a clear handball from Grace Clary. That is unbelievable.
Wow.
And I do want to also shout out Amelia Brenton there. She dribbled through 4 defenders. If you look at this, folks, it is clear as day. That is unbelievable. The Lakers get a lifeline.
They get a lifeline. Now you have to go out and go use this lifeline and get yourself a goal, tie this game back up.
And I'll tell you what, the Golden Eagles fans under us are very furious with that call. But Marino and Elliott now in a one-on-one on the wing. Elliott may have taken a touch too far. She does keep it in, though. Tries to get past Marino. Does indeed. Sustad could be there, but it's too far right. Ball played out by Spring. Brooks now. Wonderful 1-2. Now it's Spring. Ooh, slid terribly into Clary. Clary's down.
And
staying with the ball is Brooks. The ref says play on. Clary's still down. Rath wins it. You need to kick this out, and the ref will stop the game.
Yeah,
Clary brutally slid by Spring.
She's holding that knee. That's kind of looks like that's already taped up there. Unfortunate. She looks like she is in a lot of pain.
And if I'm honest, looking at that from how close we are, Paul, that is a clear call.
Yeah,
that may even be that's a yellow card.
Yeah, that was a vicious tackle.
That is a clear card. The studs are up. Everything's wrong about that tackle that she has just made. The referee, as of right now, the missed penalty and now this.
I guess what you could say is that he maybe was, if you want to give the benefit of the doubt to the ref, you could say that maybe he wasn't in a great position where he would have thought, well, okay, the ball was, they were both going for the ball in that area, and clearly lost it. But again, that was a very hard tackle, and again, falling onto the ground on this turf is really hard.
And Clary involved in both of those plays. First, the handball in that box, as we see once more, stone wall penalty, and as of right now, the slide tackle by Spring that has put her down right now, and DeColobus and Rath supporting their teammate. Clary might not come back to this game after that slide.
Yeah, that was a hard tackle. She looked like she was in a lot of pain. As they continue to take a look at her, hopefully it's nothing too serious for Clary, because she is an important piece Oswego back line.
Yeah, she is the back. She's the anchor,
She's-
the back
she's-
line, the
yeah.
sweeper. Anything that needs to get out of that game, it is Grace Clary's ball. It is Grace Clary's job.
Yeah.
As of right now, Oswego already down 1-0. You've seen what Breton can do against 4 of your defenders. Imagine losing Clary now. You're in for a rough time. Who's the only one who made a stop on her in the box before this? The Lakers really are going to need to adapt to this. Do I think Clary's coming back into this game? No. That tackle should be a yellow. It shouldn't be a red. It should be a yellow in any situation you get. But they're going to have to play without Clary most likely. This is where you need to adapt as a squad. This is where you need to use your squad depth. And multiple substitutions, by the way, for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Parker Graham comes in, a freshman out of Hornell. Number 22 as well, Jordan Chiswick comes in. Brockport, I believe they're kind of using this as a way to see how their players play in real game situations. Because as I said before, only intra-squad scrimmages, you don't know how they're going to play against a real team.
Right. Again, using both teams, what they have right now, that both Oswego and Brockport both have, is great depth throughout their entirety of their lineup. So again, if Clary does, unfortunately, maybe cannot come back into this game, you're going to be looking at some of these other defenders, coming off their bench to really support the back line. Again, an experienced back line that Oswego has, but again, once you go further and further down the depth chart, that's where the inexperience comes.
And Clary having to be helped up, no support on that right leg. A very unfortunate scene here as both teams come back onto the field to resume play.
Yeah, tough scenes. She's putting no pressure on that foot where it was tackled. Just super unfortunate for Clary. Now the emotion side of it here, you're one of your better defenders is now you see in these images most likely unable to play. How are you going to come back emotionally?
And talking about the physicality of this entire game, Paul, I mean, it's been slide tackles everywhere. Clary's done a few. Spring's done a few. This entire game has been aggression. And as calls like that aren't getting made, it's going to get worse and worse.
Yeah.
And these teams are going to be butting heads by the end of this matchup because they know they can do anything they want in this matchup because of that.
Yeah, I mean, they're allowing.
And certain refs are like that. Certain refs let the players play. Other refs are very strict on calling yellow cards. A ref doesn't change the entire game. A ref can't control the entire game. But what they can control is how the game is played. They can control how players adapt to situations. But as of right now, we are still waiting on Clary to get the attention she needs. Unfortunately, it seems as if they're going to get a cart of some sort out to bring her to the sideline.
Yeah, to your point, where if you're not going to call certain plays, it's going to lead to aggression from the opposite side.
So we will throw to a quick break here as Clary gets her medical attention. We'll see you right back here on WTOP 10.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, or why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages!
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here.
Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo. Sorry for that, folks. Welcome back to WTOP 10 as we continue action here at Laker Turf. 1-0 to the Brockport Golden Eagles. Clary was carted off, now receiving the medical attention she needs as we resume play. A lot of new substitutions in for the Brockport Golden Eagles, and the Oswego Lakers have replaced Clary with Candace Oakley in the back now. And they brought on to play a more attacking role, number 9 for the Oswego State Lakers. Apologies, number 9, Sarah Merlo. There's a ball played up to Graham. Mistouched by Graham, but wins it straight back. Sustad now. Carter plays a through ball to Wiltshire. Can she get there? The answer is no.
Yeah, coming out, seeing a really important player as Clary gets hurt, you know, the emotion side is going to be something to watch throughout the entire game. How does this team build themselves from such an emotional moment like that?
Davis, mispossessed and cleared by Spring. Oakley now in a one-on-one. Cleared by Rath. Mistouched by Elliott, headed by Yehudi, and slid in by Yehudi to win that ball and keep possession with Brockport. Now Stero on the wing. Stero with a beautiful move. Won by Elliott. Breton looks for the through ball to Chiswick. Chiswick played back, and now Graham on the left wing. Graham now. Ball intercepted by Carter. Through ball played to Katano Matip. She is through on goal in a one-on-one. It's Taraj and Katano Matip fighting for it, but Yehudi gets back to, boxes out perfectly, and McCain gathers easily.
Great attack by Oswego, better defending by Yehudi in the Brockport back line.
Ball played through, looking for Marino. Intercepted. DeColobus to Merlo. Merlo plays back to Carter. Carter attempts to play through. Foul called off the advantage. Free kick, Oswego. 5 minutes left in the first half here at Laker Turf. Brockport Golden Eagles up 1-0 against the Oswego State Lakers. Deflected off Stero for an Oswego throw. Katano, Matip, and Merlo getting congested. Now Elliott with the shot from outside the box, but McCain bobbles it, but it's an easy scoop. They need more power on those shots to trouble a keeper like McCain, who only let in about 2 goals the entire season.
Yeah, just a little bit more power, a little bit more oomph on those so you create bigger rebounds. As it looked like she had a little trouble gathering the ball. McCain did. You just get a couple more of those shots with much more power, could possibly create rebound opportunities. You can get tap in goals.
Davis played Sustad. Sustad loses it. Wonderful defending by Spring. Ball mistouched by Wiltshire. Graham plays a lovely through ball into Chiswick. Chiswick now through on goal. One touch to the right, and slow and sure into the hands of Lamia Kosick. Looked for Stero on that right wing, and that possibly could have been a goal, Paul.
Yeah, she had Stero wide open. I am baffled by the decision of taking a shot when you had Stero wide open on that side.
Graham attempted to play Stero, intercepted by DeColobus. will go out for a Brockport Golden Eagles throw-in. Controlled poorly by Stero. Slid in was Marino. Merlot making plays. Ecolobus now looking through that through ball for Elliott. Elliott onside. In a one-on-one now with Yehudi, who's been absolutely stellar in the back line. Yehudi playing beautiful defense, staying low, not letting Elliott get through. She did find the ball over the top, though. Davis could be there. Attempted a half volley, but no good over the net and over the net behind the net, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, they're building their attack just bit by bit. Now they just have to find a way to get it to come together. So again, you can find that better quality opportunities. They're getting a lot of shots on goal. They have 4 already in this game. Just not a lot of them are quality shots on goal.
And Brockport would love to get one more counter-attacking opportunity without the likes of number 24, Grace Clary, on SUNY Oswego. But Katana Matip, wonderful press, and that will go out for a Brockport throw-in.
Yeah, if you're Oswego here, you want to at least try to find the tying goal within this final minute and 48 seconds that we have left in this first half. If you're Brockport, you want to find their second goal to carry it into the second half.
Carter looks for Katana Matip. One-on-one with Taraj. Matip trying to force a corner. Beautifully boxed out by Taraj. Now Davis on the wing. Finding a hole. And Brenton wonderfully wins that tackle. Davis slow to get up, but Brenton, a beautiful challenge to keep that ball out of play. And I believe it will be a throw-in for the Oswego State Lakers or a corner. I didn't see it go out on that far side. Davis very slow to get up, though.
Yeah, she took a hard tackle from Brenton, but again, you're going to have to take a couple of those hard tackles throughout the entirety of this game because of the physicality of Brockport.
1 minute left in this half. Oswego pressing as hard as they can to try to get a goal before halftime. Wiltshire now crosses to the middle of the field. Katana Matip mistouched ball and a counter-attacking opportunity on the other side for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Graham played through. Rath is there to contain it. Kosick now played all the way back. 30 seconds. Rath trying to find something. The high press by Brockport. They know there's no time left. 20 seconds left. Marino. Miscontrolled by Brockport. 10 seconds left into the half.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And cleared straight back into the middle of the field. That will take us to halftime here at Lakers Turf. Oswego down 1 at home to the Brockport Golden Eagles. Goal scored by Amelia Brenton, assisted by Brianna Marino. Paul, how you feel about that half?
It was a physical first half by Brockport. Oswego, there's a few things from Oswego they gotta clean up. They gotta clean up their touches from passes. They're going to have to find ways to keep the ball. How you're going to keep the ball is by getting better touches on first and second balls.
Well, we are going to go to a quick break, Paul. We will let the players recuperate and find out their new tactics, and we will see you next time here on WTOP 10.
If it's hockey, it's on Hockey Talk.
The hockey gods will bless me again with another victory.
Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests
Rangers are going to beat them simply because vibes.
Vibes. You are winning this on vibes?
That's a solid argument.
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, only on WTOP.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Crits. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. You got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to.
Welcome back, folks, to WTOP 10. A lot of action in the first half. And we're going to start off talking on a sad note with Grace Clary going down with an injury, which she will not be coming back into this game. Paul, talk to me a little more about it.
Yeah, it was a hard tackle on Clary, right in the middle on the right side of this field here. I mean, it was a hard tackle. It looked like on her right knee. It was all taped up. She was down in a lot of pain. I mean, losing a player like Clary is important. Is unfortunate for Oswego. She's the catalyst to the back line, and they seemed okay without her in the final few minutes of that first half. But again, you're going to have to survive an entire second half without Clary. We'll see what the Oswego head coach has in store tactically into the second half, but it's a major loss for Oswego.
Unfortunate for Clary, who will most definitely be a captain next year for this Oswego State Lakers squad. But let's get more into the highlights of this matchup rather than the lowlights. We'll start off with the only goal scored so far in this matchup. Amelia Brenton beautifully finished the ball off a phenomenal play by Brockport in general. A ball from Taraj played over the top into Marino. Marino, easy low-driven cross right to the feet of Amelia Brenton. And come on, man, you know she's going to score from there. 9 goals on the season last year. It's absolutely phenomenal for Brockport and exactly how you want to start going into this game.
That's perfect example of how Brockport wants to play. They're not going to attack all the time because they're built to play good defense. They're just going to break you down little by little, chance by chance, and they're going to find that one opportunity, one quality opportunity, and they're just going to score it.
And let's go to that call that could have made this a lot safer for Brockport. This game could have been 2-0 if a handball was called in the box and a penalty was given. Talk to me a little more about what happened there.
Yeah, a ball that was placed into the middle of the 18 of Oswego. Ball just bounced right off the hand. It was clear and obvious to us in the booth, and apparently to the refs and to the side referee that it wasn't a clear handball, but certainly a opportunity that didn't go Brockport's way and went Oswego's way. Now that gave Oswego that extra lifeline.
Yeah.
It's still 1-0. Here you go. It's still 1-0. You're at halftime. You survived that. Find that goal. Tie it up. Doesn't matter if this game ends in a draw. It's your first game of the season. Find that goal because you have the lifeline.
If I want to be completely honest with you, Paul, terrible call.
It was terrible. Yeah.
Flat out terrible call. But we'll also talk about the missed opportunities in this game. A couple of crosses over the middle of the goal that the keepers were too conservative on and should have got out to weren't finished. They weren't finished. I believe Spring had one that she could have put away. Maybe Brooks. I couldn't remember on the top of my head. Someone on the left wing couldn't make that happen. Sustad also on that right side of the wing couldn't finish it off for Oswego. Both teams have found crosses across the box. These goalies have been too conservative. If they continue to be like that, it's free picking for whoever's on that far wing. They just need to find the cross.
Yeah, both sides have had opportunities the entire day. We talked about it just before halftime. Oswego has a lot of shots on goal. Not a lot of them are quality shots on goal. If you're Oswego, you just want to find those 1 or 2 opportunities where you get the ball inside the 18 and create a good, solid quality opportunity. And if you're Brockport, there's been tons of quality throughout the entirety of from their offense. Just not finding that right pass, not finding the right amount to put onto a shot. And they, I would say, like in that first part of the first half, they had Kosick lost.
Yeah.
There were 2 or 3 opportunities where Kosick either came out too far. I think there was one right in the first 10-15 minutes of the game. Ball just went straight over Kosick, and it just missed the Brockport offensive attack. That ball, if that ball was played just a little bit more better, that's an easy tap in for Brockport.
Yeah, and personally, I think that Brockport have this game in hand right now. As of right now, Brockport are playing a very strong game. They're playing strong defensively, as we knew they would. I mean, coming into the season, having 7 goals scored on you, any team's going to play strongly defensively. I'm a little disappointed in the side of SUNY Oswego. I'm really expecting them to come out with a little more fire.
Yeah.
We saw them play against Fisher how they played. They played phenomenal against St. John Fisher. Everything they needed to do, clean sheet, 2-0 win. Everything they needed to do was done. They need to keep possession. That's the only time where they're going to be super good. You're not going to win a game off throw-ins. You're not. If they keep possession, it will be all good. But real quick, Paul, we're going to go to a break here on WTOP 10. We will see you right after.
Someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch. Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises and tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP 10.
Go home, that's 3 hours from now!
Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP 10.
A lot of green going on tonight.
We'll be holding on forever.
don't miss the limited run of
those great people being.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
$50. You better watch out.
You got swat you like a bug.
That is like
I'm scared of Joe with a bat.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you because your team is a failure. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's actually let me show you the Bronx Bomber way of doing it. Ready? Ready? I swear to God. Oh my
Everyone.
All right, put the bat down. All right,
The number's like
Sorry, John. You're right.
Sorry.
Welcome back, folks, to WTOP 10, the first broadcast of the year and the first women's soccer game of the year. Once again, if you're just joining us, I am Nick Stetter, joined by Paul Kasperzak. And Paul, real quick before we get into the second half, tell me what you think the rest of this game is going to look like.
It's going to be Brockport trying to lock this game down. I feel like that's what's going to be. They're going to try to find that goal to get it to 2-0, but if they don't, they're going to be locked down defensively. Oswego is going to have to find quality opportunities in the second half. I don't know if they're going to, but that's what they're going to have to do.
I completely agree. They're going to play a game just like the professional team Arsenal, but here's the difference between Brockport and Arsenal. No one likes Arsenal. But as we get into the second half, teams are finishing up their talks, players are moving back to their benches, and yes, Brockport's going to try to hold it down. They're really going to try to stay secure here. Oswego, they're going to be offensive. They're going to be on the attack. They utilized Katano Matip more in a striker role by the end of that first half, the second half of the first half, I should say. And
she did well in that role, too.
Oh, phenomenal. She did a great job. The controlling, too, has been a big issue for both teams. The ball needs to be settled on your foot because that's how you build possession. And once again, our condolences to Grace Cleary. We hope she gets very better coming into, hopefully, I hope she comes back for the season.
I hope so. I mean, she looked like she was in a lot of pain. She couldn't put any weight on that foot.
No support.
She had to get carted off, but hopefully it's nothing major and she maybe misses a game or two and she's right back at where she's supposed to be. You know, a tough non-conference slate for Oswego. They're going to need Clary.
And Coach McGrain has a tall task ahead of him as we jump into the second half. 1 minute left at halftime. The referees gathering their bearings, especially the middle referee after the handball call. However, it's going to be a great half. Oswego on the attack. Brockport trying to hold a 1-0 lead. And we thank you for joining our first broadcast of the year here at WTOP 10. We are very excited to start this year off on such a high note with an amazing game between the Empire 8 finalists and a SUNY playoff contender in SUNY Oswego. And a couple of substitutions coming in for SUNY Oswego as the start of the second half. Luna Katano Matip, sister of Soso Katano Matip, comes in for the SUNY Oswego State Lakers. Maybe there'll be a lot more chemistry with those two compared to everyone else.
Yeah. Hopefully, I think she's probably going to come in maybe in the Clary role as she is a defender listed on the roster. We'll see where she lines up. But yeah, the sister of Soso. One good thing that they have the sisters on the squad. Something fun to look forward to throughout the season.
And Luna will fall into that right wing role, actually.
Yeah.
Candace Oakley falls into the spot of Grace Clary, where she was playing that rest of the first half after the apparent injury. And as we kick off, Brockport's Amelia Brenton will play it back. And here we go, the second half at Laker turf. It will start with Camilleri clearing it to Brooks. Brooks misheads it, but won once more by Brooks. Pass intercepted by Elliott. Through to Sustad. Sustad has space. Looking for Katano Matip on the left side, but Taraj read it beautifully, and McCain will grab it easily. Header skipped on. Slate on the run. Out for an Oswego throw-in. Wiltshire now. Elliott attempted to skip on. Spring now in that left back roll. Lofts one over the top to Brooks on the far side. Comes to the ball. Brenton, ball one off by Oakley, and now on the wing, McKenna Slate. Slate plays through to Megan Gates. Gates now on the top of the 18-yard box. Wonderfully done there. Brenton, Maradona through to Megan Gates on the top of the 18. You need a shot here. Left-footed Olivia Davis blocked wonderfully as we see a possible counterattack coming in.
Yeah, great defense there to lead into this counterattack.
But once more, but Luna Katino Matip stays with it. Sustad's on the far left. Katino Matip is still going. Sustad's there. McCain one-on-one. Beautiful save by Emily McCain. Sustad couldn't get it on the far post, and it will be a corner kick for the Oswego State Lakers. Wonderful by McCain.
Beautiful counterattack built by great defense by the Oswego back line.
Wonderfully done by Katano Matip and Sustad, but even better by Emily McCain. Ball whipped in. Header. And McCain has to struggle a little bit for that one by Solange Katano Matip.
Yeah.
But she does gather it easily in the end.
Very easy for the Brockport goaltender McCain. Again, how they attacked Oswego from great defense, built it through the midfield, onto a great counterattack. That's something that the Lakers are going to have to continue to do for the entirety of this second half.
Cleared out with Katano Matip. Plays to Wilcher. Down the line to Luna Katano Matip. Ball attempted to be one off, just barely out for a goal kick. Could have got there. Kicks it at the fence in frustration.
Yeah.
And it will be a goal kick once again for McCain. And as NCAA rules state, all the subs made in the second half are permanent. They cannot come back on. In the first half, though, you can make all the subs and they can come back on for the second half.
Okay. That's good to know.
Wonderful turn by Slate, but even better pressure by Wilcher. It will go out for a Brockport throw, though. And this is where Oswego needs to keep Brockport if they want a chance to win a ball and start a counter.
Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity for Brockport. Again, they're going to try to find that second goal to make this game 2-0. But if they can't, they're just going to sit back and just allow Oswego to probably have the ball, because they may not feel threatened by this Oswego attack as much.
Oakley in for the tackle. Clear foul as Brenton falls for a foul. It will be a Brockport free kick where the referee stands. And it will be Taraj to take the kick. Plays it short. Down to Yehudi. Another handball possibly by Kaylee Elliott there, but once again, no called. Sustad. Elliott now on the wing. Space as Camilleri presses. 14 versus 14 here as Camilleri wins. Elliott wins straight back. She has space for a cross. She makes the play. Luna Katano Matip over the bar. Unbelievable. A huge opportunity for the Oswego State Lakers, and Luna Katano Matip has made a giant impression on the Brockport Golden Eagles. How do you miss that, Paul?
Man, that's an opportunity you have to put away. Just beautiful touches by Elliott to get the ball even into the middle of the 18 to get a chance for Matip. She has to put that away. You're not going to get many of those opportunities.
It stays 1-0 here at Laker turf to the Brockport Golden Eagles as the Oswego Lakers are pressing and putting the pressure on the Brockport Golden Eagles. Out again for a Brockport throw. Will be Marino on the throw-in. Headed airily by DeColobis, but cleared out by Oakley. Sustad now mistouched for a Brockport throw. Taking her time with the throw-in is Marino, trying to find the right option. Skipped over by Brooks. Cleared away once more. And won by Salgado Katano Matip. And beautifully won once more by Yehudi, who's been absolutely phenomenal. In my eyes, player of the match.
Yeah, she's been really good defensively, setting things up in the midfield for Brockport.
Swings over to Spring. Spring now looking for something here. Katano Matip on the pressure. Wonderfully done by Spring on the chop turn. Slate now plays it through to Brenton. A one-on-one, and Oakley makes the right decision. Brenton, you do not want to be stuck in a one-on-one with Amelia Brenton.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck in that situation at all.
Throw in for the Golden Eagles. Ball played through to Brenton. Brenton now has one in front, shot up. Kosick bobbles but saves easily. Brenton trying to make this a 2-0 game, but Kosick denying.
Yeah, great shot there by Brenton. Better save by Kosick.
Tano Matip attempting to skip. As you see once more, Kosick easily gathering it for the Oswego State Lakers, as Brockport will now get a throw in on the far left side. It will be Spring on the throw. Oakley hit away once more for another throw in. Now Brenton far shot in, blocked wonderfully by Raff. Marino wide open on the far right side, looking for a cross. Fakes the first time. Now in the 18, left-footed shot. What a goal! Marino! Goal and assist for Brianna Marino today in a stellar performance and a stellar shot by the Golden Eagle right side winger.
Her first touch was fantastic. To be able to break away from the first defender she saw. She looked like she wanted to cross it in, but she decided to take it herself inside the 18. A beautiful shot that just went past by the outstretched arms by Kosick.
A Sophia Wilson-esque play by Brianna Marino to make this game 2-0 in favor of the Brockport Golden Eagles. An assist and a goal on the night. She's been absolutely stellar, the senior out of Wingdale, New York. As Oswego try to get back into this game now with a cross from Katana Matip. And if you're St. John Fisher seeing this game in the Empire 8, I think you're scared of Brockport. After what Oswego did to St. John Fisher at Laker Turf, this is a whole new Brockport compared to last year, and don't get me wrong, they were amazing last year.
Yeah, this Brockport team looks even better than what they looked like last year. They're able to just control, even if they're not in control of the game, they're able to find ways to get back into the game, whether it's quick 1-2 touch passes, it's their physicality in the midfield, winning balls back, just things like that. This Brockport team is just really good from the back end to the front end.
Brenton fouled. There'll be a free kick for the Brockport Golden Eagles. And that goal was absolutely wondrous.
Insane.
You see pros do that all the time. They'll fake the cross in, they'll come into the left side, and on the left foot, that also shows how ambidextrous she is in her feet, because she's a right-footed player. You see it the entire matchup. She takes it onto her left foot and beautifully makes a play.
Just a beautiful play all around for
Spring crosses
Marino.
in. Controlled by Brenton. Waiting on the top of the box. It's a fight for the ball. Brooks wins it. Solange Katana Matip stays on her feet. And the advantage will be called after a foul on Camilleri. Fair call by the ref.
Fair call there by the ref there. I mean, now if you're Oswego, you maybe want to break this last 35 minutes down into maybe 10-minute increments here. You know, the next 10 minutes, you try to find that goal to get it down to 2-1. The next 10 minutes after that is try to find the equalizing goal. And if you can't get that done in those 20 minutes, the final 10 minutes becomes trying to find confidence for the next game.
And you know, most coaches in the soccer world say 2-0 is the most dangerous score, because as soon as the opposing team gets that one, the momentum shifts drastically.
Yeah.
And two substitutions here. Both Katana Matip sisters, Solange and Luna, come off for Elizabeth Singranelli and Sabrina Schmidt. Sustad now. Looking for something. Has a shot. Goes absolutely haywire. Out for a goal kick. Not a bad attempt at this case, because you need that goal.
Yeah.
You need to take shots. Shots are going to be very important for this matchup.
Yeah, you would probably hope in that situation, you want to take the shot there, but you want a better shot than what Sustad did there. You want to maybe control the ball just a little bit and build it as much as you possibly can, because you still have 34 minutes left. You're not like in a super big rush, but also you want to find that first goal.
And going back to what I said about the substitution, Solange Katana-Matip and Luna Katana-Matip can both not come into the matchup anymore now due to the NCAA rules. But Brenton now in a one-on-one with Candace Oakley. And Oakley does everything she can to win that. It will be out for Oswego throwing. But going back to my point once again, Solange Katana-Matip and Luna Katana-Matip. Luna had a beautiful chance on goal, subbing her out so early. She only played that first part of the second half. I wonder what that will do for the Oswego Lakers, because Signorelli and Schmidt have been in this game already, so they know they can count on them. But it's a big shift in how the offense works now.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to maybe what they wanted to do back in that first half, where they got plenty of opportunities. Even though that Luna did have a couple good opportunities, now you get the versatility with Sustad and Schmidt.
Ball whipped in, header for Brenton. Miss hits it, out for a goal kick for Lemia Kosick. And you know, the goalkeeping question was up in the air for the Oswego State Lakers coming into this matchup, whether it would be Lucy Starzik or Kosick. I personally thought they were going to split time maybe to see this matchup, but as of right now, Kosick running both halves.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect thing to do if you're the head coach of Oswego, is just get Kosick the opportunity to get her feet settled, understand what it takes to be maybe the starting goalkeeper for the squad. Maybe Kosick doesn't start next game and they give somebody else an opportunity, but she's held her ground for the most part of today's game.
Signorelli on this place, through ball leads to a Brockport possession, but it will stay in the feet of Lemia Kosick. She will look to punt this away. One by Slate. This touch by Wiltshire still keeps it in though for Signorelli. Cleared out by Spring. Attempted box out, forces Taraj to clear that out for a throw-in. Well done by Sabrina Schmidt. Now Signorelli on the throw. Ball staying out for another throw-in. Sabrina does very well to get on the wing there. Looking for something. Taraj plays it safe at a corner kick. And if you're Oswego, this is where you need a chance.
Absolutely, this is where you try to find this quality opportunity, create havoc inside the final 6-yard box or possibly the 18. Find something, a deflection, a hard shot that creates a rebound, something of that sort, just to, at least to get your opportunity of getting a quality opportunity.
Ball played short. Carter is on her left foot from that angle. Is a very nice spot. Carter with a shot up, and McCrane easily scoops it right at her. Stood completely still. One done by McCrane. Great positioning by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, again, Brockport, through the entirety of this game, just looking at the shot chart, a lot of Oswego's shots are coming outside of the 18. They're pushing Oswego outside of the main danger area. Oswego needs to push themselves inside the 18, create havoc.
And you know, Brockport, they didn't have a huge recruiting class. They only took 4 freshmen in.
Yeah.
And it really seems like the development here at SUNY Brockport is very, very nice, because this defense lost 2, and what a move by Sustad as I'm talking about this. But they lost 2 of their star defenders. And now, with Taraj making another beautiful tackle, and now they're playing beautifully without those 2 star players in Lindsay Miller and Diane Lang. What unit, what an amazing unit to have, and what amazing defensive coaching as a whole entire squad.
I mean, yeah, bringing those 2 freshmen in and throwing them out basically to the Wolves. But they just this Brockport team built them in. They look great. They look sharp. Great job coaching from this Brockport side.
Sustad ball in, goes through absolutely everyone. And Spring now will take the throw. Substitution for SUNY Brockport. Coming on is number 10, Lavanya Upade. Apologies, coming on is number 18, Sarah Williams. You know, 8-0, Paul. It's pretty far away.
From where we are, it's a little far away, so it could be a little mixed up.
Yeah. I got it in the end.
You got it.
Now, Camarelli playing it within the box, intercepted by Wilcher. Wilcher trying to play it out to Singranelli. Can she keep it in? Yes, she can. Camarelli now clears to Spring. Spring moving back into that left wing roll. Played the through ball well. It's a one-on-one with Spring and Rath. Both slide in. Well done by Rath to contain that pressure, and Oakley to clear. Now the Oswego defense can hustle back.
Yeah, Rath taking that bigger role with Clary not in the lineup anymore because of the injury she suffered in the first half. I mean, she's been all over the pitch today. Rath just been crucial, being that crucial anchor in the back line.
Williams mistouched for an Oswego State throw-in. Thrown by Wilcher, down the line to Sustad. Controls well, out for another Oswego throw. Brockport have another substitution incoming in Sophia Storo, apologies. And now Sustad. Can she get there before Taraj? Taraj has been absolutely phenomenal at breaking the press and an easy push in the back. What a easy call for the referee, as Sustad will get the foul.
And she looks like she's limping right now. She must have maybe some sort of pull.
Could have stepped on the foot.
Yeah, she definitely got maybe her foot stepped on or something. Well, something to keep an eye on as we continue the second half.
Ball headed back accidentally by Oakley. Now Spring looking for Brenton, couldn't find her in the midfield. Wilcher to Davis. Davis, wonderful move to get past Yehudi. Elliott now in the middle. It's Sabrina Schmidt, got inside. Schmidt looking for it, but McCain presses. Wonderfully done by the Brockport goalkeeper.
Yeah. Again, simple attack there by Oswego. Getting opportunities just like that. There's 26 minutes left in the second half. There's still time to find at least one goal. Give yourself that confidence to maybe find a game-tying goal. We'll see, but again, at least get one goal in the first game of the season, and hopefully you can build on that as the season goes on.
What a play by McCain to figure out that entire defense for the Brockport Golden Eagles, but Oswego are pressing hard right now, trying to just find that one goal, and Brockport can't be on their heels. They need to keep pressing, they need to keep attacking.
Yeah, that's exactly what Oswego has to do, is keep attacking, keep pushing forward, get the press going, and make it worthwhile, and at least give us an entertaining final 25 minutes.
Ball won by Carter, now with Brooks. Marino, who's had an absolutely stellar game. Ball won by Schmidt, though, for a Bronco throwing. And substitutions finally coming in. Oh, Katano Matip comes back in for Sustad. Apologies, my ruling must have been incorrect. Katano Matip for Sustad, and on the Brockport side, Sophia Storo comes in. And number 22, Jordan Chiswick, comes in for the Brockport Golden Eagles. And Storo might get there before Wilcher. Wilcher wins beautifully. D. Colobus wins a foul off Sophia Brooks. Brooks going in a little too hard there on D. Colobus. Free kick to be taken by Rath. Sabrina Schmidt miscontrolled. Once again, a Marino throw-in. Carter wins. Ball won by Chiswick. Attempted through ball to Storo. Doesn't go anywhere. Katano Matip got through. Wonderfully controlled by Katano Matip. Played to Kaylee Elliott, who got the likes of Yehudi behind her. Schmidt now. Left-footed cross slid in beautifully by Marino. What a game she's had.
She's having a great game. And here's, according to this, for the substitution rule, they can't re-enter in the first half, but they can re-enter at least once in the second half.
Thank you for clearing that up for me, Paul. I really appreciate it. But we do have an Oswego State corner kick to be coming. It will be Olivia Davis taking the kick. Ball whipped in, short. McCain easily grabbed. That ball is going to be lofted a little more for a challenge in the box.
Yeah, again, they have to challenge McCrane a lot more. A lot of they only have, I believe, counted 5 shots inside the 18. A lot of their shots have came outside of the box. They're just not challenging McCrane enough.
And substitution, Elizabeth Singranelli comes off for Ashley Praxel. Praxel now on the wing, cleared by Taraj, who's been absolutely stellar in the back. She's been an absolute anchor for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Taraj controls. Clears right into the feet of Wilcher. Katano Matip. Wonderfully played to Ashley Praxel. Praxel finds and the flag is up. Apologies, offside from Praxel. Just mistimed the run. Very unfortunate for the Oswego State Lakers. That was a wonderful chance.
Wonderful opportunity there to at least try to get a goal back in the final 20 minutes of this game. And again, kind of what we said at halftime, a lot of missed opportunities on in the first week. On the first half, a lot that same storyline comes in the second half. A lot of missed opportunities that they have not put away.
Ball attempted to be won by Praxel in a 50-50. It will stay with Oswego as Barnhart tried to win that off of Praxel. Katano Matip comes up with it. Lynch, Katano Matip, apologies. Stero fighting for the ball with Wilcher. Wonderfully done by Wilcher to keep the ball, but Brenton presses. Counter attack as of right now. Brenton one-on-one with Rath. Looks for the through. Is she onside? The flag stays down. Sophia Brooks looking for something in the middle. Won beautifully by Rath for a Brockport corner.
Yeah, great build up there from Brockport, trying to find that goal to put this game away. But Rath said, you know what? I'm going to come out and I'm going to at least preserve this 2-0 game.
Taking the corner is Brianna Marino. Ball whipped in to the center of the pitch. Wonderfully headed out. Slow to get up though is Julia Carter.
Oh, that's not good.
The ref stops the clock. She headed that out beautifully. She might have landed awkwardly.
She does have that brace on that. Looks like
it's the other knee.
It's the other knee. Oh. And that's the second. That's the second knee injury on this turf. So again, when we talk about playing on turf over grass, I mean, players want to play on grass over turf. I mean, that's the reason knee injuries are going to be a concern.
And looking at that replay once more, just thinking about it, it's a wonderful ball played in by Brianna Marino, and it's a wonderful defensive play by Julia Carter. You need to do that. It's just the landing of where she was at.
Yeah.
Awkward landing, unfortunate event. She seems to be fine. She's being helped up. She's on 2 feet. She can put support on it, but she will definitely have to be subbed out maybe for the rest of this game. Only 20 minutes left. She is walking, though.
Yeah, that's a great sign that she's able to put some support on that injured knee.
And Sustad will come in, but and Sustad will fall into more of a midfield role now. She was playing that left wing spot, but now she'll go into that center attacking midfielder role. Davis now, as play continues. Through ball to Sustad. Right back to Davis. 1-2 in the middle of the pitch. Yehudi wins that, and Sturrow now plays to Breton. Sturrow. Breton. 1-2 attempted. Wilcher deflected off. Sturrow now making the run. It's Brenton in a one-on-one. Got past Elliott. Looks for the through for Brooks. Cleared by Rath. It will be out for a Brockport throw-in.
Yeah, Sestad coming in that center midfield role for Julia Carter. Again, shows her versatility of that she can play up front and in the midfield area. Let's see what she can do in that midfield area in the final 20.
Brenton and Sabrina Schmidt fighting. Marino plays to the middle to Stero. Wiltshire now beautifully won. Solange Catano Matip loses it. Wonderfully won by Barnhart. Brooks for the cross. Wiltshire clears. Stays with Brockport as Yehudi is on the ball. Slow rolling shot got through everyone, and it will be a goal kick. With 19 minutes left in this game, Oswego are really looking for something to shift the tide, Paul. They really need to get on the attack. Losing 2 players obviously isn't going to help that, but something's got to happen in the next at least 10 minutes for the Oswego State Lakers to get into this game.
Yeah, at this point, you're not going for the win. Your at least attempt is to go for the 2-2 tie, but even at this rate, that might be too difficult for Oswego to get to. Now it's trying to shift the tide, find some confidence as you head into the second game of the season, which I believe is on Saturday.
We'll be out for another Oswego throw-in. Once again, it's time for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Throw-in taken. Yehudi misses the header. Sestad. Schmidt now. Running the left side. May have took too big of a touch. Can she get there? Yes, she can. That will be a Brockport goal kick. And Sestad filling right in for the spot that number 11, Julia Carter, got hurt from.
Yeah, she's filling in that role pretty nicely. I mean, it is one of her main positions is to play in that midfield area. But again, she's able to, if you're Oswego, is maybe try to shift her up and maybe a more of attacker role, play along with Sophia Schmidt. But again, she's doing a really good job filling in that role.
Alyssa Barnhart comes off for Parker Graham. And Chiswick now and Raft going at it. It will be a Brockport throw-in. Graham. Mistouch to Elliott wins. Graham wins straight back. Wonderfully done by Parker Graham. Elliott now. Attempted to play wide to DeColovis, but nothing doing. Throw in for Oswego, intercepted by Breton. Going to Schmidt, off the head of Marino, and another throw in for the Oswego State Lakers. DeColovis. Elliott. Brooks now. Looks for Storo, won by Wiltshire. Praxel now. Brooks slow to get up as Schmidt tries to win the ball. In a 2-on-1 situation, couldn't control the ball, and it is out of bounds for a Brockport throw-in. Brooks got up, seems to be fine.
Yeah, she was definitely trying to look for a foul there.
Stretching out the calves.
Stretching out the calves again.
Oh, she goes down again. I think she might have gotten a cramp.
Yeah, definitely a cramp there, it looks like.
Oh,
Again, it's hot, it's humid. You're playing on turf, so it's definitely a lot more hotter down on the turf. So again, hydration and how fast and how quick you go is definitely going to be something to hold on to in the final 15.
Elliott wins the throw-in for the Oswego State Lakers. Marino now wins it straight back for the Golden Eagles. Chiswick skips it on, right into the feet of Emily Rath. Wonderful turn by Rath there. DeColobis plays out of bounds for a Brockport throw. Graham. Back to Marino. Plays it up top for Stero. Miss hit by Wilcher. Stero now could get there, but Kosick comes out to scoop up the ball. 15 minutes ago here at Laker Turf. The Oswego State Lakers against the Brockport Golden Eagles. Brockport up 2-0 in this matchup.
Yeah, Brockport has just looked so confident, so good on every ball they had today. Just the well-oiled machine that they are. They're definitely set up to have another fantastic season under their first year head coach.
Praxel on the throw-in, looking for Katano Matip. Will go out of bounds for another Oswego throw-in. Well done by Praxel. Sustad against Yehudi. Yehudi will clear so it doesn't go out for a corner. Once more, a throw-in. Katano Matip. Pressed by Oakley. Chiswick plays a beautiful ball over to Brooks. Brooks taking her space. Attempted through ball for Graham falls into the hands of Lamia Kosick. Won by Britain. Cleared away by Tara. Oh, apologies, Marino. And DeColobis will let it roll out for a Oswego throw-in. Through ball attempted, intercepted by Camarelli. Marino. Graham. Cleared by Rath. Brooks. Played on the right side to Graham. Graham now working the wing. One-on-one with Rath. Looks short for Marino, but Schmidt and DeColobis work together to clear it. Camarelli. Played through to Rath. Rath clears. Sustad now. This is a great opportunity for the Lakers if they can get it to the right side. Wilcher. Big touch in front. Katano Matip comes to it. Wonderfully won by Stero. Controlled by Chiswick. One-on-one with Emily Rath. Nutmeg. Chiswick is through. Emily Chiswick. Oh, Jordan Chiswick. Barely missing the right side. Apologies for the name confusion. Kosick came out conservative. Chiswick didn't know what to do.
Yeah, again, on one of those opportunities where Kosick didn't know what to do. She didn't know if she should have came out more or stayed back a little, but and then Kosick just took that opportunity. Sorry, Chiswick took that opportunity and just missed the outside post.
Jordan Chiswick, what a move to win the one-on-one, a nutmeg on Emily Rath. Just couldn't get the job done and make it a 3-0 game and sign, seal, and deliver the deal. Now Oakley tracking back as Chiara Toriani tried to press. It will be out for a Brockport throw. Toriani just subbed on recently. Toriani. Elliott clears. Ball played back to Camarelli. Brenton. Through to Marino. Mistouched and will be out for an Oswego State throw-in. And Marino on that right wing has been so deadly. If she controls that, there's another goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah. Just a couple of those opportunities. Just hold it. Try to get the ball, you know, hold it just a little bit more. Better possession. But again, Brockport just been perfect in most assets of today's game.
Taraj. Through ball played in. Goes all the way through to Kosick. 10 minutes now remaining on the clock here at Laker Turf. The Brockport Golden Eagles are up 2-0. Sustad now, looking for a through ball. Finding no one as it goes all the way back to Emily McCain. McCain will not pick it up, she will wait for the press. Camarelli. Yehudi. Toriani loses it. Sustad. Candace Oakley. Wonderfully done. Through ball to Praxel. A one-on-one with Praxel. Taraj, who's been absolutely stellar, keeps her form and plays it beautifully to Williams. As the time winds down, Oswego's hopes to get back into this game are slowly fading. Paul, what do they need right now?
They just need to find some sort of confidence to build into their next game against Hamilton on Saturday. I mean, look, at least find in the final 8 minutes of this game, at least try to find at least one goal. Have some confidence. You know, just say like, hey, we got to go against a really tough Brockport team. Regroup, and hopefully Clary and Carter are able to come back next game. But again, just find some confidence in your style of play within this young squad.
Singranelli subs on for Sabrina Schmidt. Also, Sarah Merlo came on earlier in the matchup. Taraj. Taraj gets through 3 defenders. Tried a through ball for Toriani, but Oakley is right there. Oakley kind of played herself into a corner there, and that gives Brockport a throw-in in a very dangerous spot.
Very dangerous spot. If you're Brockport right here, find if you can, find the third goal. Lock this game down. 3-0 would be perfect way to start your season. If not, you know, again, shut it down. You're up 2-0. There's 7.5 minutes to go. All you have to do is play solid defense, and you get out of here with a really good win.
Toriani. Defended by Wilcher. Back to Williams. Ball cleared out by Oswego State. It will fall right to Brockport once more. And notice how high the line is that Brockport plays. The 2 center backs are right at halfway. Everyone else is pressed up. That is what Brockport exactly needs to do to waste time in this matchup, get it to the victory, and just overall have a great possessive game.
Yeah, just continue play that high line. Just keep control, keep possession. Outside of that, you're golden.
It will go out for a corner kick for the Brockport Golden Eagles. 2 substitutions now for Brockport. Parker Graham will come off, as well as Jordan Chiswick. And coming on is Madison Whalen and I believe Emma Nelson. Another corner kick upcoming for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Marino to take the kick. Ball whipped in, beautifully won in. One touch it in! Alana Yehudi, what a game she's had. and finishes it off with a goal that most definitely is the dagger for Oswego.
Yeah, goal coming off right into the middle, coming off a corner, played in the middle, and just tapped in cleanly by Yehudi. Just perfect set piece there from Brockport, and again, and that definitely puts the seal on this game.
And Brianna Marino. That's all I have to say for this entire matchup. 2 assists and a goal on the game. Absolutely phenomenal start to her season. I'm very excited to see how she progresses throughout the entire season.
Yeah.
But the Brockport Golden Eagles, 3-0 with 6 minutes to go here in the first game of the season here at Laker Turf. Elliott. Gets past Yehudi. Makes a move. Elliott's still there. Taraj attempted to get in there. Elliott got the cross there, but McCain easily gathers. And
Yeah.
McCain, she's had a great game.
She has definitely had a great game for Brockport. But for Oswego, even though they're down 3-0, there's 5 minutes left in this game. They played a really good game in the first half. It got away from them in the second half, but that's just the experience of Brockport playing against an inexperienced squad of Oswego. Again, second half wasn't the best. The first half was great from Oswego, but this game was basically a David versus Goliath type game where Brockport was the better of the two sides, and it showed in the second half.
And I mean, you go into this game and you look at everything on paper. Oswego looked really good coming into this matchup, obviously beating the team that Brockport lost to. Everything was pointing towards an Oswego technically upset today. Also, a foul in a dangerous spot on Elizabeth Singranelli by Taraj. However, as I was saying, it's been a weird game. I really thought Oswego were going to come into this game a lot more vibrant than what they were. Obviously, first game jitters is a thing. But these are the games to get your growing pains out because you want to be really good for conference. As we see Sustad over this kick. Kyla Sustad will most likely attempt to shoot here. Sustad over, and gone. As McCain will get another goal kick here. With 4 minutes to go, another substitution for the Oswego State Lakers. Sustad will come off now.
Yeah, back to what you mentioned earlier. I personally didn't think this game was going to turn into a 3-0 Brockport type game where they just completely took over. Because Oswego in the first half, they came out confident. They came out with some pace. As the game went on, that's when you saw the Brockport experience taken to place on the field, and that's and Oswego just couldn't keep up with that pace from Brockport, and that's where you get this 3-0 type of game.
Sustad came off for Alyssa Strangio, by the way, a freshman out of Niagara Wheatfield High School. So it's good to see that McGrain is getting the freshman an opportunity here to maybe show why they belong in the starting lineup. Also coming on for the Oswego State Lakers, Allison Dmitrievsky, a senior out of Cicero North Syracuse. But now Singranelli here. Singranelli trying to get past Camarelli. Bounced off Camarelli for a corner kick. A good amount of corners for Oswego this game. Just haven't been able to capitalize fully.
I mean, that's really just been the storyline, Nick, today. Just they had opportunities all game. They just couldn't find the ones to put away.
Elliott now on the kick. Ball lofted in. McCain comes out, nearly bobbles it, but grabs once more from McCain as she looks to keep this clean sheet with 2 minutes to go at Laker Turf.
Yeah, in the final 2 minutes here, all I want to say out of Oswego in this final 2 minutes is just compete. Don't give up. Yes, you're down 3-0. That doesn't mean you just stop playing, and it seems like that's what they're going to continue to do. But I just want to see it. Just compete. Show that you're able to play play through the entirety of 90 minutes, even though you're down 3-0, and it's a little demoralizing. It's the first game. It's the first game at home, but there's learning points from this game that the Oswego head coach could take to for their road matchup against Hamilton on Saturday.
And Drew Johnson also came in for the Oswego State Lakers at center back for Emily Raff. About a minute to go here as Camarelli plays it back to McCain. Looks like they'll be playing some possession ball to try to wind the clock down and go straight back to Brockport with a win on the road
1 minute
in their
remaining
first
in the
game
half.
of the season. McCain now. Triangle patterns to keep possession and waste time. Taraj back to Camarelli. Exactly what they're going to do. They know they don't need to press anymore. They're going to hold this ball in the back line for as long as possible. Taraj once more. To the wing, Sarah Williams. Williams taking her space. Now with attempted through ball intercepted by Wiltshire. Ball looking for Davis, intercepted once more, and they play it back. 20 seconds left here on Laker turf. All the way back to McCain as the clock runs down 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Taraj.
6, 5,
Brenton.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And at Laker turf, the Brockport Golden Eagles come in and dominate a 3-0 win here against the Oswego State Lakers. Paul, what are your
Final
thoughts?
scores, Oswego State 0, Brockport
Brockport's
3.
experience
Please help
was
keep
the
our
difference in this
participants
game.
by
They
placing
came
your
out,
trash in
they
recycle
came out
bin.
competitive, they
And the
came out
appropriate
physical.
fans who
First half
Thank
was
you for spending
more
your
of a
afternoon with us. Please arrive home
field
safely.
type situation. The second half, they just came out and dominated Oswego. They looked confident in the first half, but they just let that slip away in the second.
And a phenomenal game for Brianna Marino in my eyes, and I hopefully think your eyes, the player of the match. 2 assists and a goal on the day, was absolutely lethal on the right wing and crossed that ball in to seal the game for the goal by Alana Yehudi. What a game for Marino.
Yeah, she was stellar throughout the entire 90 minutes of this game, winning balls in the middle of the field, creating opportunities for herself, but for others. Just a flat-out amazing game from Marino.
And the SUNY Oswego State Lakers will play Hamilton Saturday, September 5th next. Another very good opponent, and these games are gonna kind of tie them into the rest of their conference play. It's good to play tough opponents like these because once you play these tough opponents, you'll kind of adapt to how they play.
Yeah.
And Paul, amazing time calling with you here on the first broadcast of the new WTOP 10 season and the new soccer season. We're going to go to a quick break, and then talk about a quick post game here, and we'll see you.
50 scholars. You better watch out.
He's got to swat you like a bug.
That is a yawn.
Welcome back, folks, here at WTOP 10. Welcome back. I am Nick Stetter. This is Paul Kaspersek beside me. The Oswego Lakers fall 3-0 to the Brockport Golden Eagles here at Laker Turf. And, Paul, a lot of talking points about this game. First, let's start off with the obvious, the 3 goals. What do you got for me?
Yeah, all 3 of these goals just came off quality opportunities for Brockport. One of them came off a corner. Another one came off a lovely through ball in the middle of the field. Just this Brockport team looked great all over the field. 3 goals, 3 fantastic goals, 3 quality goals, something that you get with an experienced squad.
And my favorite by far, the Brianna Marino, coming onto her left foot, beautifully placing it, side netting into the left side.
Exactly.
You can't teach that.
You can't, no.
Unbelievably, what a finish by Brianna Marino.
Professional finish. I mean, something that you see Saturday morning in the UPL.
But moving into the goalies, we talked about the goalies earlier in this matchup, whether it was going to be Starsick or Kosick. So looking at Lamia Kosick's performance today, she had 6 saves, 3 goals let in for a save percentage of .500. It's not the greatest save percentage, but also, to be fair, Marino had a lovely shot. The corner, it is so hard to save a goal for the corners. It's so hard for a goalie to see where the ball is going on corners. The first goal, however, you need to be more aggressive. The one issue Kosick had today, she wasn't aggressive enough when she needed to be. Decision-making is so crucial as a goalkeeper, and she needed to make that. McCrane, on the other hand, she knew where to go. The one mistake she had was when that ball came across. Nothing else, though. McCain was absolutely perfect today. Do I think they should stick with Kosick? Personally, I would give Starsick the opportunity to see what she can do. I think Kosick and Starsick are both inexperienced. Kosick only played about 2 halves last year. You need to evaluate what you have, play them in game-time situations like these non-conference games to make them ready for the conference games.
Yeah, Kosick looked a little indecisive today, and what you need out of your goalkeeper is confidence throughout the entirety of the game. You have these, yes, you had preseason, but you also have these non-conference games to figure it out. But again, these non-conference games also are games that count towards your record, so you got to figure it out. You also got to figure it out quick.
All right, and finally, our last point we got to talk about today is the unfortunate point of the injuries for SUNY Oswego. 2 starters falling. Grace Clary, to start off, had to get carted off with a knee injury. It is doubtful we will probably see her playing the next game. We hope to see her playing this season.
Yeah.
And it's a very unfortunate for a center half. And also talking about Julia Carter, who came down awkwardly off a corner after winning a header. It was a beautiful clearance. Carter seemed to be getting up fine. She might be available for the next game, but it's a very big question mark on whether Grace Clary, the anchor of that defensive unit, will come back or not.
Yeah, 2 unfortunate injuries. One that looked really worse than the other. Hopefully Clary can come back. If it's not this game, this weekend, hopefully next weekend. But losing Carter is also a major injury to watch and monitor, because she's going to be the important person in that midfield. Because you can't just rely on Sustad the entirety of the season. You bring in Carter for the reason to have her play along with Sustad and Schmidt. So we'll see. Hopefully she's ready to go. If not, this Oswego team, it's early enough in the season where they could figure it out.
Well, Paul, it has been a great time up here in the press box with you for the first broadcast of WTOP 10's new year. We hope you guys tune into many more across the entire 2 semesters we have upcoming, and we will see you next time here on WTOP 10.